Hello everyone, I'm Greylook, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to Factorio with Krastorio mod for episode 14. So we are about to use filtration plants to make quartz for silicon for electronic components. So I guess we should get to that. But yeah, first we need to crush some stone, so we need a line of stone here. So good mouse movement. Arr! So there's our stone, then we need to crush it. Let's hope the ratios between crushers and filtration plants are somewhat manageable. So let's have a look. We produce 7.5 sand per second. We need 12 sand every 2.1 seconds. That is a bit off, at least if this has a crafting speed of 1, and it does, that's a bit annoying. Oh, we finished the research and got a level. Let's have a look at that. We actually have 3 points. 2 points into inventory and then some reach distance. Have they changed how the characters back look? Or is it just the colors that are different? I don't know. So this does not use the entire output from the crusher. It uses about 1.5. No, 0.75 or something. Not entirely sure there. So what is it saying? 12 divided by 2.1. It uses 5.7 crushed or sand per second. How about if we multiply that by 3 by any chance? That isn't the output of 2 machines, unfortunately, nope. Let's just go with a bit of an off ratio, I guess. So these will actually pass the water on to each other. Right? No, they won't. This won't output the water, unfortunately. So let's bring them over and rotate. That's too bad. So we output quartz and we output stone. And I guess we just bring the stone up and around and merge it into the line again. Or down and around to begin with, maybe. In any case, we need... Should we do the usual and put some space in between these? Sure. Hey, we can move the pipes. I don't think you usually can do that. Maybe that's been updated, that's a bit nice. Automated rail stuff. Signals. So a normal fast inserter should be able to keep up with these now, because it can now move 2 items per turn, and it can indeed. How about a long head inserter? We need to get some more of those. Two of those should be able to keep up. And then I guess we need filter inserters for the output, because we don't want to combine the lines. Or maybe we should just use a filter splitter and say that stone is only allowed to go left, and then do that. Or go right maybe and do that. And then prioritize that input. And then we just have quartz coming down. And then what is it you do with the quartz? Do you just put it into a furnace? Yep. And that takes 6 quartz every 6.4 seconds. Let's call that 6 quartz, 1 quartz per second. This produces 3 quartz per second, almost. So half a quartz per second, no, 1 quartz per second. This produces 3 quartz, that's 3 furnaces then, with the same crafting speed. Crafting speed 1, crafting speed 1. Steel furnace are crafting speed 2, right? Yeah. But 3 of these should be enough for that then. How do we want to do this? That's not right. Either we make a belt here and use long-handed inserters for both. No, that's not a good solution. I think we just put it on this belt, right? The silicon and the stone. The stone gets filtered away, the silicon stays. Or will it? Will the silicon stay? I'm not sure. Let's see if some glass would stay. Yeah, it just blocks the thing. I'm not sure that's the best idea. Whoops. At least we can only do it where we know that the silicon will be taken from. Stone, right. So this way they'll always be able to take the silicon, or the quartz, sorry. Then of course they need a fuel input and output their silicon. Is that how we want to do it? I think it is. This should be totally fine. I hope. I'm not sure if the stone can somehow get backed up here, in case we have a large bag of our stuff in these. Of course we need water. Should we just bring that from over here, or should we bring it up from here instead? I think that gives the same distance just about. We need to go above these machines anyway. So it seems to me that this might be a bit closer, but then we don't really have power over there, so maybe we should just bring it up from the old lake. What's the next thing we want? Let's get this out of the way. I guess we need more filtration plants, cause we do need a lot of silicon. Oh, yeah, we can just put down a offshore pump. Not there, unfortunately. Do we just place it here? Yeah, sure. And I guess we need some more of this stuff. And we need to power it. Should we just replace all of these? No, let's not. We can live with one of these, right? There. Oh dang. So close to perfect, and then not anyway. Is that a buff? Yes, it is. Oh, it seems like we'll have to wait a bit here. This spider nest luckily doesn't seem like it's been expanding. That's good. How is our pollution looking? Pretty round. I'm pretty happy that they extended these underground pipes, because this is a lot nicer than basically having twice as many. So we need the water here. Let's just get the water down first, then we can adjust these pipes afterwards. Oh, I shifted to making 5 underground pipes at a time here. So even more patience is needed. Luckily we don't need this many. Let's go with that for now. I think we are already above. Let's bring this over first. Of course we didn't fill in that corner we made earlier. So that is something we'll have to go and do. Yeah, no water in here. Let's speed it up a bit. And make some noise, I guess. They could really adjust that sound, I think. That is a bit too loud. Maybe that's something you should, or I should, make a report about, because they are asking for feedback on their sound design and balancing. This just looks like a nice clump to destroy, so let's do that. So we have water now, good. So yeah, we have some stone here, but that will be filtered out when it gets down. And it should get down as soon as we have power over here. a fuel source, of course. So here comes the coke. I guess I can just put mine in for now. And we set the recipe, of course. There we go. And the stone gets filtered out, that's nice. And then it's prioritized over here. So it will be used before any more is taken from the bus. So apparently this machine is not making enough for 3 of these. Let's try with only 2, just to see it. Check my math. We should have a bit of a build-up of quartz then. But then I might be wrong, of course. This should be working full time, right? Yeah. Oh, it's just that this inserter is not fast enough to output stuff. So yeah, now, as long as we remove stuff from these belts, these two probably can't keep up. Or maybe they can. We would see a build-up in this if they couldn't. It's a bit of a build-up now, but maybe that'll change as soon as this stone gets filtered out. Maybe, maybe not. No, this is getting... it's actually stopping now, so we do need this. Good. Good to know. And then we just copy this up here. For some reason we aligned this with the top instead of the bottom. Bottom, not the button. Sorry. So we just do that again, I guess. Set the recipe. And then that should be working. So should we change half of these to be near-handed inserters? I guess, just for some easy balancing there. I think we need this on the bus, right? Wait, it was only used for electronic components as far as I remember. Silicon. Used in electronics components, yeah, so let's not bring it on the bus, that's a waste of bus. But now that we have it, we can use it, bring it over to electronic components construction. Or assembling. We do need plastic first though, so that is something we need to work on. And I guess that's just the long-term goal now. Oil handling, what is it called? I don't even remember anymore. Oil processing, of course, yeah. Do we have oil? Raw immersite, mineral water, crude oil. Let's just make sure that the Oil is how it normally is in vanilla. So plastic is made by petroleum and coal. Petroleum is made by basic oil processing, advanced oil processing, these things that I don't really use, and yeah, of course, the cracking and emptying barrels. Nothing new there. Good. So we can just go and get some some crude oil and then turn it into petroleum. We do need some oil refineries for that though. And for that we need steel beams. Wait, can I handcraft steel beams? That seems a bit wrong. That should probably be smelting, but I guess that's just same with iron gear wheels, I guess. I guess it's okay. No reason to make it more complicated than it needs to be. And honestly, every time you need to bring in some fuel source for smelting, then it feels a bit, or it can feel a bit like it's a bit too much. Why do we not have 2 coal belts here? Shouldn't we just have split it? Just so we can see what we're doing. Now we will at least. Well, I don't know what that was there for, but it's gone. That went surprisingly well, to be honest. Well, I guess we should balance these engines as well, but honestly I don't really like this short-handed inserter balancing, because it doesn't really balance the belt if more is used on one side than the other. So with this, I guess we can just do it like this. Whenever one side is backed up, it's just put on the other side, and half of it will always be put on either side if it's not backed up. Wait, advanced radar and long range radar? Is this from the mod? I think it is. This might be unnecessary then. This is a standard recipe at least. Where's the normal radars? Actually, let's have a look at the range of these. Consumption 2 megawatts. I think that's a lot. How much does a steam engine output? Less than 1 megawatt. So this takes 2.5 steam engines to power apparently. And I guess this takes 1.33. Oh well. Maybe we went a bit too ham with the radars then, and that was why we got low on power at some point. Maybe, maybe not. I can't remember if we put the radars down before expanding the power. It doesn't really matter. We just need to remember that they take quite a lot of power. Can we not see the range on these? Anyway, I don't think we should research this, and we should probably remove the mod. At least if the normal advanced radars are somewhat reliable and long range. Because these are just way cheaper and a lot less, or a lot lower tech than these are. So yeah. I think we'll go with the intended radars for this. Good, good. What should we research though? We can already make plastic. So we just get ready for sulfur. Or is there something else we want, like fluid excess handling? So we can void stuff. Or burn stuff, apparently. Burn water. Great recipe. Fuel refinery. So we can make light oil into fuel. Or solid fuel and hydrogen into fuel. 50 light oil. Or solid fuel. 50 light oil equals 5 solid fuel, right? Well, we don't have light oil yet, so I do not know that, of course. It's a bit weird that we can get these recipes before advanced oil processing then. Because I have no way of getting light oil or... Well, I can make the solid fuel, of course. Oh well. Fluid wagon, maybe? Or we could just get rid of... No, that doesn't get rid of anything, really. It would be nice to get rid of this, but let's leave it. Because I just won't be able to withstand the need to build one. Or a lot, maybe. Yeah, let's go with sulfur. I know what sulfur is and how to make it, so that shouldn't be too overwhelming, right? No promises. So what if we make fluid processing or oil processing down there? Is that what we want? I want more brick. And then I want some oil refineries. And then we have petroleum, and we don't really need to process it anyway. But we need some of these to make plastic. Plastic is normal recipe, right? Petroleum and coal, that is at least the normal ingredients. Not sure about the ratios, but that's okay. Do we want more oil refineries? No, let's not. One thing though is that we should put excess pipes in a box. Because we are making a lot more than we need, and we would like to have some accessible to us. Let's use a fast inserter to begin with, or maybe just forever. I guess we can just help it a bit. All mine. Will it stop producing these now? I'm a bit curious about that actually. Oh yeah, we were considering making steel beams on the bus. I forgot about that again. And steel gear wheels. Let's just see if we make these actually. We do. Okay, let's cancel all these then, because there's no reason to be producing pipe when we have a lot of in the inventory. Do we have a pump jack? I think we had 4 sources of oil down here. That seems about right. And then we need the labs, plants. Oh dang, we've run out of steel for that. So we need to go and fetch some of that again. I need some more brick down here. Where's my steel? Aren't we oh, it's this. It's just differently colored than vanilla. good. Lots of steel. Good enough for me. Should we bring some more of this? I guess we should, cause I would like to run faster. Just a second, I'll just zoom out a bit. So as to not blow your eardrums. And my own for that matter. There we go. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.